Allen Iverson hearing it from the crowd. Allen averaging better than 27 a game, third of the NBA behind Tracy McGrady and Kobe Bryant. For more on Allen Iverson, let's check in with Cheryl Miller.
Well, Marv, Allen Iverson has certainly had his fair share of distractions off the court. Just recently, a close friend of his was shot in the leg while coming out of a nightclub that he was at. Well, this is what Allen had to say about all his distractions.
If you look at my career, it's always some type of off-court distraction, dealing with me. So I don't look at it like it's a positive thing, but I turn it into a positive because I'm used to it and I know how to deal with it now.
And Marv, the one thing I know about Allen Iverson, you can talk about the distractions, the injuries, the bumps and bruises, but when it comes to the playoffs, he's focused and he always takes it to a different level.
The officials, Dick Pavetta, Bob Delaney, and David Jones. The season and has played well in the 3 games against the Hornets. Iverson opens up with the jumper. Much better at distributing the basketball and getting other people involved. And here is Iverson.
You can see Iverson comes out and immediately he starts with an isolation on the right side of the floor. They love to run him across the floor, get that defender trailing. Iverson going left to right that time, hits the first jumper.
And Horn able to get to the rebound. And then Horn for 3. Wizards, he is not 100%. Iverson with the steal. Iverson slowed it down, trying to draw the foul. And Allen Iverson with all 6 Philadelphia calls. Free agent following this season.
Probably the biggest decision that the Hornets have to make at the end of this year. What to do with P.J. Brown. He's in that $7 million category. Eric Snow with a little floater as he comes inside the foul line.
Iverson, yes. And Allen Iverson has been on fire from the field, plus the 2 assists.
Starting out crossing the floor left to right, he hits the opening jump shot, then shows he can back up and hit it from the top of the circle, and then his defense, the leader in steals in the NBA, Iverson with the steal, pump fake, and finish against the big man.
And the 76ers leading the league in steals, about 10 per game. Difficulty getting shots to drop. Iverson. Yes, and the foul.
Well, that's the answer. The first time he was too wide open. There was nobody within 20 feet of him. This time, when he gets in the lane and he dodges and jukes and jigs and falls back away and his shirt's coming out and his pants are falling off, then he makes the shot.
Look out. Hornets wanted a foul, not called. Here's Tyrone Hill running the break. It counts. And the foul. A beautiful lead pass by Iverson, who was able to push it ahead to Hill.
One thing Tyrone Hill can do is run the floor. This is a fast, big man. Iverson takes his time, slows up, and feels the presence of Hill. Probably a travel by Hill that time, but Allen Iverson knows they got 2 of those easy points that we said early in the game. They have got to find ways of scoring easy points.
He now has 8. McKee, yes. 76ers lead at 23-17.
Was Hill and Iverson.
Iverson. Pass, although Hill gave it right back. Beautiful feed, and Hill is able to slam it down.
They needed Campbell the way Campbell was playing, and that guy there, Trailer, has brought them intensity and energy in place of Campbell.
Iverson, yes. 8 seconds remaining in the first quarter. 7-point, 76er lead. Here's Anderson putting moves on Iverson. Time running out. Trailer. The Sixers with a 27-20 lead after one of the story has been Allen Iverson.
Well, there he is finding the teammate, and he'll make sure that he finishes it, and it's not going to get blocked by dunking it, and then Iverson goes back into his other role, which is putting points on the board with the jump shot.
Marv Albert with the czar, Mike Fratello, Cheryl Miller. There's Allen Iverson, who, as usual, is being played, and in very physical fashion.
Well, first he's playing defense, and he picks up a foul when he's at the defensive end of the floor. A little shove off right there. On a breakaway, he's pulled down from behind. And then moving without the ball, fouled once again, that time by David Wesley. So physical play versus Allen Iverson. He takes a beating and keeps coming back for more.
Iverson with the superb first quarter had 15 points, 6 assists. 6.5 remaining on the first half. Hornets up by 6. Shot clock is down to 6. Iverson, yes. That's his first field goal.
Wesley really making him work to catch the basketball.
Iverson, yes. The Hornets and the 76ers tied at 38. Here's Iverson. 8-0 run by the 76ers. Allen Iverson, 21 points. Back to you guys. All right, Mashburn not able to hit the 3. And the foul is called. P.J. Brown making contact with Allen Iverson. So the foul on Brown, and the Hornets are over the foul limit.
Well, Cheryl mentioned a very important point that Paul Silas just made to his team about settling down. You can see on 2 or 3 of the players' faces frustration. Baron Davis is frustrated.
Including the game winner in overtime. Here's Iverson. Yes, able to lean back to find the room. And then they outscored New Orleans 17-6 to end the half. Here's Iverson feeling the physical play again and still able to hit and draws the foul.
Mark, see, that basket comes as a result of the quick shot from Baron Davis. Baron Davis came down, launched a three-point attempt that was no good. Then you see Iverson take the contact, the toughness to fight through it, still elevate, concentrate, and finish the play.
Foul committed by Brown. That's his third, 3 apiece on Brown, McGlure, Davis, and Wesley. The rebound. Iverson setting it up on Orleans. Snow, yes, another assist for Allen Iverson. And at the line, it's a 10-1 run by the Hornets. Oh, Allen Iverson from downtown, and the Sixers lead 70-68. 70-68 lead on the Hornets. Allen Iverson, 35 points, along with 7 assists. Aaron McKee, Eric Snow, Allen Iverson, and a 3-guard set for Larry Brown, and Iverson gets it. Iverson, yes. On Wesley, it's 5 on Wesley.
Watch it, Augman goes over the top of Coleman. Iverson fades. Too late for Davis to switch out.
With a 1-point lead. Iverson with a catch and shoot. Make it 41 points. Then strictly Allen Iverson. Iverson with a steal, and he is fouled.
Lazy pass that time by Baron Davis. He picked up his dribble, tried to float the entry pass, and Iverson, very aggressive, great anticipation. You see the lob, half slips out of his hand. Davis probably was trying to pull that back because perhaps he felt Thomas was intercepting it. Allen Iverson concentrating on the ball. You see his eyes right on it, and then the great ability to leap, get a piece of it, and come up with it.
Has checked back in. 5 apiece on Wesley and Davis. Iverson, yes. Stacey Augman not able to get outside to tonight. And we'll have it for you on TNT starting 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then the scene will shift to the Big Easy. Nice play. Beautifully done.
Assist 12 for Snow and Iverson, 8 for Wesley. But when you look at the personal fouls, Iverson with 3 from downtown. 3 of the 4 starting guards all have 5 fouls right now in this game. The only one that's not close is Allen Iverson. He only has 1 personal foul, but he does have a bunch of points.
48 points for Iverson. Shot clock to 5. Mashburn. And McKee able to get to the rebound. Allen Iverson's career high in postseason play, 54 against Toronto, May of 2001. Iverson, what a move! Yes! Another three for Iverson! 51 points for Iverson, and the Sixers lead 92-84.
A little bit of a push-off, then the step back, and here's the next three-pointer, which now makes him the leader in scoring in first-round games of the playoffs.
Iverson wide open, coming off the screen. Yes! The foul limit, down to 40 seconds. Iverson with the step. There's Iverson, yes! And that's a playoff career high. 55 points for Iverson. Down to 20 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. And they foul Snow.
They had a foul, and there's only a 1 second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Critical turnovers at critical times in the game. That's been the difference in this game between New Orleans and the Sixers, plus that guy right there. You'd have to say he's the difference. Just do the same thing, guys. Come back with another performance. Nobody rotates across. Too late. Iverson lays it up high because he sees P.J. Brown coming over to try and block it.
The Hornets will use their final timeout. They have a 20 remaining with 17.2 remaining. In the fourth quarter, the 76ers now lead at 98-90 in what has developed into a classic performance by Allen Iverson. The Sixers 98 and the Hornets 90. Allen Iverson with a playoff career high 55 points. 21 for 32, 20 of his 55 coming in the fourth quarter, where he hit 9 of 11. And Allen also had 8 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals.
So Philadelphia goes back in and says, look, we came out with a win in game number 1, but guys, the other people need to understand we may not be able to get that kind of performance again from Allen Iverson in game 2. Some other people have to step up. For New Orleans, the biggest concern, they were right there with an injured Baron Davis. Is he going to be healthy, and can they cut back the turnovers?
Incidentally, 55 points is the 6th best ever in playoff history. Michael Jordan's 63 is the most ever scored in a playoff game, and Iverson with 55 is in the number 6 spot. Let's go to Cheryl with Allen Iverson.
Allen, before the game, I said that this was going to be a very physical series. I asked you if you were fresh. You said mentally yes, physically no, but 55 points later, it looked like you had your legs tonight.
I just had a rhythm. I caught a nice rhythm. You know, the basket, you know, looked like an ocean. You know, my teammates did a great job of giving me the ball in spots that I needed them. And fortunately, I was able to hit some shots, but it was a team effort.
Well, it was just a week ago when they came in here and won in Philly, and they held you relatively low. What was different tonight?
I just caught a rhythm. You know, Jamal could have caught a rhythm, you know, but fortunately tonight, you know, I caught the rhythm, and I was just feeling good tonight. Everything was working for me from the outside and the inside, and we just, you know, played good all-around defense and tried to make Jamal take tough shots. And at the end, we kind of, you know, felt like we just warmed down a little bit and made him take tough shots. But he's just a great player. You can't take anything away from him.
Congratulations on game 1.
All right, thanks a lot.
Let's send it back to you, Marv.
All right, thanks, Cheryl. 55-point performance for Allen Iverson. One of the great games in the history of the NBA playoffs.
I think the key, as you said, was that there was not a lot of stuff that was forced. It all came within the offense. They were high percentage shots. I think Larry Brown was very comfortable with his entire game.
So again, the final score, the 76ers 98, the Hornets 90. Coming up next, Inside the NBA, presented by Hyundai, with Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, and Charles Barkley. Stay tuned for more post-game reaction, interviews, and news from all of today's action. For the Czar, Mike Fratello, and Cheryl Miller, this is Marv Albert saying good night from the First Union Center in Philadelphia. We'll take a short break. And then it's on to Ernie in the studio.